Dogs. That's the first and foremost that anyone will tell you from Argentina. Dogs. Watch out for them. You'll get hurt if you don't, watch out. Uh, Safety tip is just pretend like you're bending down to get a rock, and most of them will run away after that. And if they don't run away, you can actually pick up the rock and just kind of throw them at their feet, and they'll probably get the hint that you mean business because they'll bark at you. And if that fails, then actually chuck a rock at them because they will hurt you if you don't, if they keep insisting. I never personally did because, I don't know, I wasn't really afraid of dogs, even though some of them tried to go after me, but I'd just bend down and they'd leave. I wasn't really afraid of them too much, other than a dogo. Was it a dogo? Yeah, I think it was a dogo, which I hear are illegal here. I don't know. Anyways, that was kind of scary. They're big dogs. Other safety tips: bring something with you that you can give away as sort of collateral in case somebody is trying to rob you. Because that happened to me. And luckily for me, I had a broken watch that looked nice, but it was broken. I wore it for that reason. The guy was trying to keep my glasses that I let him try on, which was stupid. This is my first transfer in the mission, so I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what he was saying. But just common sense. Don't do anything stupid, like President Hinckley said. Let's see. Be aware when you're walking around of places that might be sketchy and try to avoid them, especially when it's dark outside. Try to, let's see. You don't want to carry too much with you. Don't leave your belongings out of sight. Just pretend like you're in the airport, Don't leave your belongings by themselves, where even when they're in the church, and I'm not kidding, because there was a time actually where my companion just left his scripture bag in the church, and we were talking in another room or something, come out, he's like, where's my bag? Some kid had walked in the church, stole his bag, and walked out of the church. It's never safe to just leave your stuff alone. So anyways, he chased him down, he got it back, so that was fine. But yeah, and then if somebody threatens you or whatever, just make sure you don't try to be too much of a macho. Don't think that it's not worth it, really, to get hurt. Most of the time, at least from the things that I saw, they're just trying to provoke something, which don't give them that. Just give them something, like I said, hey, carry a broken watch with you that you can say, hey, just take this watch and leave, whatever. And they'll be happy. So, other safety tips. I was in small towns, so just watch out for some of the girls too. They can be a little sketchy sometimes. In fact, yeah, just be wary as far as like not getting too involved. Because when you get in those small towns, you get really personal with a lot of people. And I'd be really cautious with how personal you get with some people. I imagine when you're in a bigger city, maybe you don't run into that problem as much because you're dealing with so many people anyways. But when you're in a small town, you know everybody within a couple of weeks, and if you get too personal, as a missionary, you're crossing the line sometimes, and they will try to cross the line for you sometimes. I mean, I remember one family that we got to know, the greatest family ever. Even the daughters were wonderful, and they didn't seem like the type of people that would try anything. But it was just awkward for me as a missionary when she would come up behind me and just start rubbing my back or something. And I'm like, oh, this is awkward. And I try to move. I didn't let myself get in those positions of getting anything past that. Because I always have my companion with me. Always have your companion with you. Awkward moments happen. Because if you think about it, what is there to do in a small town? There's no amusement parks. There's no movie theaters. There's nothing to do but have fun, as they say. Obviously, a missionary hopefully wouldn't get into anything like that, but it's like, in fact, one old member said in a small town that living in a small city is the biggest hell as a place, because everyone knows something about you, everyone is just in your life, and if you make one mistake, everyone's going to know about it, and you'll have no success where you're at. So, at least for you small town missionaries, be careful in those being too personal with some people. So there's a time and place for all things.